Ambrose His Mark by John Barth. Owing to the hectic circumstance of my birth, for some months I had no proper name. Mother had seen Garbo and Anna Christie at the Dorset Opera House during her pregnancy, and come to hope for a daughter, to be named by some logic Christine in honor of that lady. When I was brought home, after Father's commitment to the Eastern Shore Asylum, she made no mention of a name, nor showed any interest in selecting one, and the family were too concerned with her well-being to press the matter. She grew forward, by turns high-spirited and listless, voluble and dumb, doting and cynical. Some days she would permit no hands but hers to touch me, would haul me about from room to room, crooning and nuzzling. A photograph made by Uncle Carl on such a day shows her posed before our Concord vines, her pretty head thrown back, scarved and earringed like a gypsy. Her eyes are closed, her mouth laughs gaily behind a cigarette, one hand holds a cup of coffee, the other steadies a scowling infant on her hip. Other times, she would have none of me, or even suffer me in her sight. About my feeding, there was ever some unease. If I cried, say, when the family was at table, forks would pause and eyes would turn furtively to Andrea. For in one humor, she would fetch out her breasts in any company and feed me while she smoked or strolled in the garden, nor nurse me quietly at that, but demand of Aunt Rosa whether I had Hector's eyes. Jaw well, and Papa Tom's appetite. Look, Conrad, how he wolfs it. There's a man for you. Grandfather openly relishes these performances. He chuckles at the mention of himself, teased Uncle Conrad for averting his eyes, and never turned his own from my reflections. Now there's is beauty's picture, nicht wahr, Conrad? Mother and child. But this entertainment was not assured. Just as often Andrea would say, Lord, there goes Christine again. Stick something in her mouth, Rosie, would you? Or merely sigh a rueful expiration that still blows fitful at her ghost through my memory, and say nothing, but let Aunt Rosa, always nervous at my hand, prepare and administer my bottle, not even troubling to make her kindless joke about the grand unsuckled bosoms of that lady. To Rosa I was Honig. Mother, too, when Christine seemed unfunny, called me thus, and in the absence of anything official, Honey soon lost the quality of endearment and took the neutral function of a proper name. Uncle Conrad privately held out for Hector, but no one ventured to bring up her husband's name in Mother's presence. Uncle Carl was not in town to offer an opinion, and Rosa believed that her Thomas might improve relations between grandfather and his youngest son, but though he'd made no secret of his desire to have my older brother be his namesake, and his grievance at the choice of Peter, grandfather displayed no more interest than did Andrea in naming me. Rosa attributed his indifference to bruised pride. In any case, Mother's attitude, the question of my nomination was academic. Baptism was delayed, postponed, anon forgot.